All right. It's time. Over here in the upper right, the Kratos Protoss.
Otis MC.
That's Zeratul. He might be in our studio right now. You can't tell Artosis because he's invisible.
He's here somewhere, man. He just said MC's name.
He's here. He must be here. He's a fan of the show. In the bottom left, one of the best Terran players in the team, Slayers.
Slayers, yo!
And that is Octorus Mengst. Jim Raynor is not a terrorist. You haven't beaten the single player yet, Artosis, have you?
No. We still have that bet.
We still have that bet.
Within 3 tries
Wolf and me
on
are going to cast
Brutal.
you playing on Brutal.
The last stage on Brutal, right? That was the bet?
The last stage on Brutal.
What do I get if I do it? Like $1? Something.
I think it's like $5.
Oh, 5? I think it was actually like 10, to be honest. I don't think
whatever. I'll give you 15,
5.
man.
15.
I get paid in Gom bucks, man. You
crap.
think I care about money? We got the probe now on the way.
All more GSL points than MVP soon.
Shoosh.
All right, so this is Crossfire, but it's a new version, guys. We've added mineral patches, especially to that natural. It did not have enough before. And the gold bases are now gone. So those are just going to be normal bases now. It's hard to...
so keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah.
I have to keep that in mind. So do you, just in case we mess that up when we're casting this.
And actually, we have...
He's about to kill this SCV.
We have a Macarax being made, by the way.
Yeah, I thought that was a Macarax. It was going to be thrown out.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
Now, 2 barracks play against Protoss. Pretty standard overall. We'll have to see what build MC does here. Now, MC does a lot of risky builds. Not every time, but he is known for doing some more risky things. He has not scouted that Macarax. So it looks to him like it's probably going to be a Marauder expansion, but he's still got to make a decent amount of units against this. He is getting a second gas, so that bodes well for him. If he just went for Nexus, I could see him cutting too many corners and not having enough units when this rallied 2 barracks push came. But we'll have to see what is he going to tech up into in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Oh, someone missed a depot.
He supply blocked.
Oh, no, he didn't. It just finished.
Well, for a little bit, it didn't finish. It wasn't synced up perfectly, so...
He wasn't perfect like me and Tasteless.
No, he wasn't a PH, a perfect human. Perfect human. Yeah, we saved 2 syllables. Okay.
Yeah.
It's appropriate to...
And in fact, I don't even say PH. I go... That's 1 syllable.
Oh, there you go.
It's not even a syllable. There's no vowel.
It's actually just a sound.
It's me blowing out through my nose when I have an almost stuffed nose.
Now...
I don't have an almost stuffed nose, so
his third depot is actually a little bit late, too, if you noticed.
Is it?
Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 seconds behind.
Well, MC doing a small little push here. Concussive Shell is done. Now, MC is actually adding 2 more gateways, so this is really, really good for him. He's actually going to be completely fine. 3 gate against 2 barracks. 3 gator is going to feel just peachy tasty. So he's going to have enough units to not only stop it, but especially if they know it's coming, MC will be able to crush this push. And, oh, look at this. We're actually going to have a Reaper come out as well. So he's going to try to draw MC
I see.
back into his base and then run up the ramp and maybe, hit 2 places at once, whether it's killing probes or killing him outright. So,
and that can be a pretty smart move because if he actually... Wow, he's getting a factory, too.
Ryung is actually going all in, man. He's added a second gas and a factory. So it looks like he's going to go into a similar to a 1-1-1 scenario. Definitely some super strong push, but MC is all right now. If he crushes this first attack, then that's going to bode very well for him. And he warped those in outside of view of that SCV, but Ryung, seeing what he saw, decides to turn around for a bit.
This is interesting. Well, he may instead just use the Reaper to scout.
Yeah, it definitely could be. MC, on the other hand, what is he going to do? Is he going to do some aggression? I think he's going to make a Nexus, which
could be bad.
Well, it's going to make it scary to actually hold the next push because there's going to be a lot of upgraded Marines and Marauders as well as siege tanks.
One thing he can do is if he actually goes out and does his own sort of light contain, he could keep force fielding small areas, even if there are siege tanks coming at him. Force field, back up, force field another little location, back up. True. And by the time that Ryung gets there, it's going to be too late.
Well, that's exactly what he should be hoping for. He is throwing up that robotics. Will he opt to go up for Colossi, or will he opt to go for Immortals? We're going to have to see. Now, that is a lot of sentries. Oh. I think he's going to try to do some strong pressure here. Yeah, this is not going to work for sure.
He's got a bad read if he does that. All right, he was actually just checking for an expansion. The Reaper, though.
Yeah, the Reaper's on his way.
Research complete.
I'm actually really excited to see how this pans out for MC. It's going to be hard to hold.
The Reaper's coming in.
And the Reaper's going to know everything.
Everything.
There are a couple Stalkers behind the mineral line, so you won't be killing a lot of probes, if any.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out.
And stay out. Well, I guess he could come back in.
If he wanted to. If he wanted to die.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to intercept the Reaper.
Very nice move there.
Oh!
Always feels good to kill a Reaper, Tasteless.
Yeah, it does. Even Reapers like killing Reapers. All right, here we go. And nice. Okay, once again, MC is just showing us why he is such a good player. I mean, he is just in control of the map.
Now we do have a starport on the way, as you see. More siege tanks coming. No siege mode. So what you were saying before about force field is going to be like 10 times stronger. He's got to be careful. He sees a ton of units here, Tasteless. He does not know for certain that there's no command center, but after seeing that many with that watchtower, he's definitely going to suspect it.
Yeah, if he can force field on the low ground as he's coming in there, Terran might have to scan. Stim is on the way. This is a really weird push, guys.
Yeah, it's actually. I like this. I like it by Ryung. It's a very tricky timing.
Well, it's just one you don't experience a lot. Yeah. So he's gonna have to handle this on his own. He's gonna have to, think on his feet, basically.
The Observer, though, is gonna go in there and scout absolutely everything that's going on. And the Observer just about now sees siege tanks, and he's gonna see.
SCV's pulled. SCV's pulled.
Oh my God! Bit
Prime.
All right.
Oh, and he's actually going the long way.
Siege mode is on the way. And he's actually going up multiple ways.
Yeah, this is smart. This way, one force field won't do it. So my whole...
Well, he's still got to use these force fields for sure. I mean, this is going to be the only way to stay alive for a bit. He's got a lot of sentries in here, but this attack is going to be unbelievably strong. Stim is almost done. Medevac is out. Siege tanks in there. Siege mode almost done. Tastes this is going to be so difficult for him to hold. And notice he's microing that Observer as hard as he can. If it gets scanned and killed, it's going to be even harder for him.
All right. Looks like he may go the long way over here. Every second the Terran wastes, he's going to be that much more behind. Nice, just taking out a few Marines there.
It is nice to take out a few Marines. He wanted to get more than that, though. That was only ended up killing one Marine, I think, which is too bad. But now he's going around the long way, Tasteless. So he's actually skipping all the force field paths. That's how confident he is in this. MC does have a lot of units, so he has higher supply.
Oh. He does have those two Immortals. A few more sentries coming in here. Here we go.
And for some reason, the Stalkers are in the front, and this is not the way you want to do it. A lot of these sentries do get forced down immediately. He's got to target these Immortals, though. Take out siege tanks.
I think he's just going to kill this. I don't know why he's not targeting down the siege tanks. All right. All right, MC's like, get out my house.
The Kratos Protoss on his debut game back in Code S.
I feel like the Kratos music should be playing right now when he rips the guy's arms off, where it's like, Kratos.
Well, that's what he just did, man. He ripped both arms off and a leg.
Get back here.
Imagine how painful that was for Ryung. Ryung is like in so much trouble.
All right, I think we may see GG pretty soon.
Yeah, he's just got to target down these siege tanks. Going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not even really microing at this point, doesn't even care. And, you know, GG, beautifully done by MC here. Total props to him for just slamming that rush in the face. Did mess up with that control, though. You know, his units were, like, basically positioned completely wrong when he engaged, but that's how good his army was, because he had held off the rush for a bit, never took any damage, and Ryung's little cheesy all-in did not pay off.
Well, you know, it goes to show you, actually, Ryung was probably a little bit desperate. He's like, I guess I got to do a 1-1-1.
Yeah, this is a matchup that he sometimes has a hard time with. You know, he's definitely a TVT expert, but very good at the other two matchups. And that's too bad for Ryung, because now he's going to have to play Slayer's Yu-Gi-Oh!, his teammate.
Yeah, I know.
Looks pretty hard, man.
That sucks. Well, we'll see what happens, but honestly, that's a crappy situation. MC really showed us how to handle an opening, a 2-racks opening, because whether that was a Maca-Rax or a 2-racks, it's still a situation where there are obviously 2 barracks that can come at you with a certain amount of units, so 3 gating, very strong against that. Very patient, got the Nexus up. He didn't even get as many force fields to block, really.
No, not that many.
There was a moment where you could see that it could have occurred, but Ryung smart. He didn't bite the bait.
The thing is, the force fields basically just stall out a certain amount of time, and Ryung didn't even go up the middle of the map, so that really helped him out as well. He had a couple extra warp-in rounds, and then also extra force field energy because he didn't really have to use many.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he ended up not even using all his force fields anyways. Those things just got slaughtered off as sentries did. Being like in the front with the stalkers with all the zealots going like this behind.
You know what's funny is, what were they doing? Where were
they were going like this, man. They just like walk around behind your stalkers.
I
and
hate it when that happens when I'm playing.
Well, you gotta use two hotkeys, man. I don't know what to say.
We're gonna have a 5-minute break. When we get back, we'll have more excellent GSL Codex action, so stay tuned.